Discovering the intricacies of friendships can actually be a very, very transformative journey. When conflicts arise, we are not merely arguing with our partners. Sometimes we are just engaged in a conversation with the echoes of our past, arguing with grown-up versions of wounded children. This revelation actually extends beyond romantic friendships or relationships to encompass every connection we forge in our lives. Friends, classmates, co-workers, bosses, and beyond. Early wounds cast long shadows, influencing emotions and physical reactions that linger into adulthood, impacting various facets of our daily life. So let's discuss the signs of childhood wounds. I like talking about this topic because I have been there. We have negative behavioral echoes. Adults carrying the weight of childhood trauma often exhibit behavioral tendencies from compulsive behaviors and eating disorders to impulsiveness and isolation. Recognizing these symptoms, akin to deciphering a code, connecting present actions to past experiences. While these signs are common, seeking professional guidance, like I always tell people, for an accurate diagnosis is very, very important for genuine recovery. It's not everybody that can just recover on their own. Sometimes you need a therapy to help you come out of it. We have intimacy anxiety. Childhood experiences can leave lasting imprints on our ability to connect intimately with others. When unresolved wounds from the past linger, they can actually create a tangled web of fear and insecurity around intimacy, leading to struggles with commitment and emotional closeness in relationships. Intimacy anxiety can manifest in various ways, from difficulty trusting others to fear of vulnerability and emotional exposure. This fear can make it challenging to reciprocate feelings or fully engage in a relationship, as the instinct for self-preservation overrides the desire for closeness. Despite the challenges, it's very, very important to recognize that healing is very, very possible. Many individuals have embarked on the journey of healing from childhood wounds and emerged with greater resilience and capacity for intimacy. Therapy provides a supportive environment where individuals can explore and untangle the roots of their intimacy anxiety, gradually building trust in themselves and also others. Like I always say, I'm a work in progress. I believe that through therapy, individuals can actually learn healthy coping mechanisms, develop communication skills, and cultivate self-awareness, laying the groundwork for fulfilling and meaningful relationships. Now, while the path to healing may be challenging, it also offers the promise of greater self-understanding, emotional freedom, and the possibility of experiencing genuine connection with others. The third is fear of confrontation. Growing up with strict parents might make it hard to speak your mind or stand up for yourself. This fear can hold you back, but it's very, very possible to overcome it. Talking to a therapist or practicing self-acceptance can actually help. That has helped me a lot. Start small and lean on supportive people to make progress. When you're raised in an environment of strict parental control, it imprints a deep-seated fear of confrontation. This fear can manifest in various aspects of your life, from avoiding difficult conversations to suppressing one's true feelings and desires. To break free from this circle, it's extremely essential to acknowledge and address the root causes of this fear. Therapy, like I always say, can provide a safe space for you to explore these underlying emotions and develop coping mechanisms. Additionally, cultivating self-acceptance, like I said earlier, and building confidence in one's voice and opinions are equally crucial steps towards overcoming the fear of confrontation. It's important to recognize that progress may be gradual and require patience. Taking small steps, baby steps like I call it, such as practicing assertiveness in low-stakes situations or even setting healthy boundaries, can gradually build confidence and resilience. Surrounding oneself with supportive individuals who validate and encourage personal growth can also provide invaluable reassurance and guidance along the journey towards empowerment and self-expression. So the fourth is turbulent emotional seas. Survivors of trauma often find themselves navigating through turbulent emotional waters. The aftermath of trauma can leave individuals feeling like they are constantly caught in a tempest of intense emotions, where even the smallest waves can feel overwhelming. One common challenge is the tendency to react impulsively to these emotions without taking the time to pause and consider their impact. This can actually lead to misunderstandings, conflict, and further emotional distress. The roots of this reactive behavior often lie in deep-seated insecurities, which can make survivors hypersensitive to perceived negativity from others. Criticism, whether real or imagined, can feel like a direct hit to already fragile self-esteem, intensifying emotional turmoil. In the midst of these storms, finding a safe harbor becomes very, very essential. Surrounding oneself with understanding individuals who provide unconditional support can offer much needed stability and reassurance. These supportive relationships serve as anchors, grounding survivors amidst the chaos of their emotions. Moreover, practicing self-kindness and self-compassion is very, very crucial for navigating these emotional waters. Learning to be gentle with oneself, acknowledging one's strengths, and accepting imperfections can help cultivate inner resilience and emotional equilibrium. Self-care practices such as mindfulness, journaling, and engaging in activities that bring joy and relaxation can also serve as guiding lights, helping survivors find their way through the darkest of emotional storms. So while the journey may be arduous, each step towards self-awareness, healing, and self-compassion brings survivors closer to calmer seas and a brighter horizon. Internalized narcissism. Being raised in an environment dominated by narcissistic dynamics can leave a lasting imprint on a child's mental and emotional well-being. In such relationships, where the focus is often on the needs and desires of the narcissistic individual, children can internalize these behaviors as a means of coping and survival. One common outcome is internalization of narcissistic traits, where children adopt similar behaviors and attitudes in their own interactions and relationships. This may manifest as a sense of entitlement, a constant need for validation and admiration, or even a lack of empathy towards others. Alternatively, children may externalize narcissism by becoming overly sensitive to criticism or rejection, constantly seeking approval from others to validate their self-worth. Recognizing these patterns within oneself or even others is crucial for breaking free from the cycle of internalized narcissism. It requires introspection and self-awareness to identify and challenge these ingrained beliefs and behaviors. Like I always say, seeking the guidance of a mental health professional can provide invaluable support and insight in this journey of self-discovery and healing. A diagnosis from a qualified therapist or psychiatrist can open doors to various pathways of recovery. Therapy offers a safe and non-judgmental space to explore the underlying cause of internalized narcissism, develop healthier coping mechanisms, and build self-esteem and self-worth based on authentic values and beliefs. In addition to individual therapy, family support can actually help or play a vital role in recovery. Educating family members about narcissism and its impact can foster understanding and empathy, paving the way for healthier dynamics and relationships within the family unit. Educational programs and support groups can also provide valuable resources and a sense of community for individuals navigating the complexities of internalized narcissism. While the journey towards healing may be challenging, it is one of self-discovery, growth, and reclaiming agency over one's own identity and relationships. With commitment, support, and the guidance of mental health practitioners or professionals, individuals can break free from the grip of internalized narcissism and cultivate a more authentic and fulfilling sense of self. Distrust in healthy relationships. Growing up with experiences of betrayal, neglect, or inconsistent care can actually sow seeds of deep-seated distrust in forming and maintaining healthy relationships. These childhood wounds can create a pervasive sense of skepticism and wariness, casting a shadow over the possibilities of genuine connection with others. The echoes of past betrayals or abandonment may manifest in various ways, such as difficulty opening up to others, fear of intimacy, or a constant need for reassurance. Individuals carrying this burden of distrust may find themselves caught in a circle of self-protection, keeping others at arm's length to avoid the risk of being hurt again. Breaking free from this circle, like I said earlier, requires a willingness to confront and address the root causes of distrust. This often involves unpacking and processing the emotional baggage accumulated from past experiences, challenging distorted beliefs about oneself and others, and gradually learning to let down the walls erected for protection. Therapy provides a safe and supportive environment for this journey of healing and growth. A skilled professional or therapist can help individuals explore their past experiences, identify patterns of behavior that perpetuate distrust, and develop healthier coping strategies for navigating relationships. Through therapy, individuals can learn to differentiate between past traumas and present realities, allowing them to approach relationships with greater openness and vulnerability. Moreover, cultivating self-awareness and self-compassion is essential for building trust in oneself and others. Learning to recognize and honor one's own needs and boundaries while also respecting those of others lays the foundation for mutual respect and trust in relationships. While the road to trusting in healthy relationships may be challenging, it is not insurmountable. With dedication, self-reflection, and the support of therapy, individuals can gradually dismantle the walls of distrust and cultivate meaningful connections based on mutual respect, understanding, and authenticity. We have the seventh one is struggles with vulnerability. Navigating vulnerability can feel like tiptoeing through a minefield, especially for those of us carrying the scars of childhood trauma. The fear of being hurt or rejected looms large, creating a formidable barrier to authenticate emotional expression. Individuals who have experienced trauma, like me, often develop coping mechanisms that prioritize self-protection and may learn to keep their emotions tightly guarded, fearing that exposing their vulnerabilities will only invite further pain and disappointment. This guardedness can manifest as difficulty in expressing emotions, reluctance to trust others, or even a tendency to avoid intimate connections altogether. However, embracing vulnerability, albeit a gradual and challenging process, is essential for cultivating genuine connections and fostering emotional intimacy. It requires courage to lower the walls erected for protection and allow oneself to be seen and heard authentically. Therapy serves as a valuable tool in this journey of self-discovery and healing. Individuals can explore the underlying fears and beliefs that fuel their struggles with vulnerability. Through the guided introspection and therapeutic techniques, they can begin to dismantle these protective barriers and develop healthier ways of relating to themselves and others. Furthermore, practicing self-compassion and self-acceptance is actually very crucial for navigating the complexities of vulnerability. Learning to validate one's own emotions and experiences without judgment or self-criticism can build inner resilience and pave the way for more authentic connections with others. As individuals gradually embrace vulnerability and open themselves up to the possibility of connection, they may find that the risks of being hurt are outweighed by the rewards of genuine emotional intimacy. Each step taken towards vulnerability is a step towards reclaiming agency over one's own emotional landscape and forging deeper, more meaningful relationships with others. Embarking on the path of healing from childhood wounds is a profound and transformative journey, one that requires a lot of patience, self-compassion, and a supportive network of allies. Each step taken towards breaking free from toxic patterns is a testament to one's resilience and strength. It's important to remember that healing is not linear. There may be setbacks along the way, but every setback is an opportunity for growth and learning. As you continue on this journey, remember that your story is still unfolding and the chapters ahead hold the promise of growth, understanding, and authentic connections. With each step forward, you're rewriting your narrative, reclaiming agency over your life, and creating a future filled with healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Embarking on a journey of self-discovery and healing requires courage. Remember, your past doesn't define your future in any way. Your journey matters, and we are here to guide you through the waves of healing. So, do these signs resonate with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this exploration helpful, spread the knowledge. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and stay tuned for more. And as always, thank you so much for watching.